Hello students, today in this video we will discuss about increment operators and decrement operator. These type of question usually come as output question in the compulsory section of your question paper carrying 2 marks. Now as you can see, increment operator is denoted by a double plus sign and decrement operator is denoted by a double minus sign, and these are called as unary operator. Why they are called as unary operator? Because they work on one variable or one operand. Now, based on the position of the operator with the operand or the variable, we call it to be postfix and prefix. Like A++, you can see, we call it to be as my postfix increment operator, and my plus plus A, I call it to be my prefix increment operator. In the similar way, A minus minus I call as my postfix decrement operator, and minus minus A I call as my prefix decrement operator. Now both A plus plus and plus plus A will increase the value of A by 1, and both A minus minus and minus minus A will decrease the value of A by 1. So what is the difference between postfix and prefix? In post, it follows the rule of first use, then change. So first use comes, then comes change. And in prefix, the rule is first change and then use. So you can see they are just the reverse. Now, what is use and what is change? We will understand this with the help of an example. Like suppose I have a question. Let's say integer a equals to 5. And I have to print the value system dot out dot print ln a plus plus. So I will get the output to be 5. Now you will say, ma'am, it's already plus plus, but first use. So I have to print the value of a. I have to use a first. Later on, I'll change it to 6. But that 6 will not be printed. But if the question would have been a equals to 5 and system dot out dot print ln plus plus a, in that case, it would have printed to be the answer to be 6. Why? Because first it would have increased the value of a, that is changed the value of a to 6, and then it would have been used or it would be printed to 6. So you can see the difference based on the operator's position. We are getting two different values. Let us take for example, if this question in place of a plus plus, it would have been a minus minus. Then what would have been the output? The output will be the same. 5 will be the output. But it would have been minus minus a. In that case, it would be 4. So you understand? In case of push, first we use the value. Let it be for printing. Let it be for assigning. We use it. Later on, we change the value. But in case of prefix, first we change it and then we use the value. So we will understand in detail with the help of few numericals. Let's see the next question. We have what will be the output of the following if x equals to 5 initially. That is for both the expression, I'll take x to be 5. So what will happen over here? I will write 5 as usual it is. Suppose I take the value of x over here. Initially the value is 5. So plus plus x. So this value of 5 will change to 6 now. That is, it is changing first. That is why the value x, when it comes, it will become 5 into 6, and the answer I'll get is 30. So 30 is my answer for this question. But over here, what will happen? 5 into, suppose this is my box, here 5 is stored. So now immediately you can see x has come. So this value 5 will come over here. Later on, this will change to 6. So what has happened in this process? First, you will see that x was increased to 6. And then in the second thing, when x variable came, it was x, that was 6, was multiplied to 5. because this is my case of prefix increment operator. But over here what happened? X, that is 5, is multiplied to 5 and I got the result to be 25. 25 is my answer over here. And then in the second step, X increased to 6. So this is my case of postfix increment operator. Okay, so you can see the difference between a case of prefix increment operator and postfix increment operator. Prefix, first it will increase to 6, then it will be multiplied to 5 and I'll get the result 30. In case of postfix, first use the value of x, that is 5, that is 25, I'll get the answer. Later on it will change to 6. We go for the next question. You can see in this question, A's value is 2, B's value is 3 and C's value is 9. So in the first question, we have A minus B plus plus into minus minus C. Now this is a case, again, we have of postfix increment and this is a case of prefix decrement. Okay, so over here A's value will come as it is. A's value was 2, B value is 3 and C value is 9. So A's value will come as it is 2 minus B plus plus. It is post increment, so it will come as it is 3. Later on it will change to 4, but we are not using it. Anything over here? Into prefix decrement. So this will change to 8. So I'll be using the value 8 over here. So I'll get my result to be 2 minus 24 and the result will be minus 22. The answer over here. In the other side, same thing. I again write A's value is 2, B value is 3, C's value is 9. So I take A's value comes down as it is, that is it will be 2 into. Now this is a case of pre-increment. So over here, first it will increase 3 to 4. So I'll get the value 4 comes over here, modular C. C's value is 9. So 2 into 4 is 8. So 8 modulus 9 will give you the result to be 8. As you know, modulus gives you the remainder. So the answer for this question is minus 22 and this question is equals to 8. We'll solve few more questions to understand this concept more clearly. Now the next question we have, what will be the output for the following integer a equals to 0, b equals to 30, c equals to 40. A equals to minus minus b. This is a case of pre-decrement plus this plus is my binary plus. Okay, and c plus plus, this is a case of post increment. And again this plus is my binary. I'm writing it so that you will understand the difference. 3 plus it looks, but here this 2 plus belongs to C. These are unary operator, post increment, and this plus is the binary one. So let's see. A's value will remain as 0. B's value will be 30. C's value is 40 in the memory location. So A equals to minus minus B. So first we will change it as per our concept. And then this will become reduced to 29. So I'll get 29 plus C. It's post increment. So first use it. So I'll directly use the value 40. Later on I'll go to change it to 41. It will increase to 41. But 41 is of no use because already I have used the previous value. Plus the last value of B that I have right now is with me is 29. Okay, so when I add the values, I'll get it now. 98 will be my answer. Let's solve one more question. Here you can see what is the result stored in X. The initial value of x is 5, and again the expression is being stored in the same variable x. So I'll write over here x initial value is 5. So x equals to, we'll start from x. So directly this is a case of post increment, and so first I will use the value. So 5 will come down, it will change, increase to 6 into 2 plus 3 into minus 6. Now this minus 6, this is again a unary operator. This minus 6 is a unary operator which will just change the sign. That is, the 6 will now become minus 6. It will be multiplied as minus 6. So the next line I'll get 5 into 2 plus, over here this 5 into 2 will become 10 plus this 3 into minus 6, it will become this, instead of plus it will become minus 18, and the result I'll get is minus 8 will become my answer over here. So because of this plus 3 into minus 6, the next step I will get this negative 6 will make it minus 18. So 10 minus 18, I'll get my answer to be minus 8 as the answer. Now the next question that we are going to solve, this had come in ICC 2019. X equals to 2, y equals to 3 and z equals to 1. We have to find the value of v. So you can say I've already taken the memory location value of x2, y3 and z1. So here you can see x, then this plus is my binary plus, and then minus minus z, here is my pre-decrement over here. Then again I have another binary plus, then again this is my post increment, and then over here again I have another binary plus. So I'll take the initial value of x, that happens to be 2, plus minus minus z. So over here this will first reduce, so it will become 0. So then I'm using the value 0 over here, plus y will now increase. First I will use it because it's post increment. So I'll first use the value 3, then I will increase it to 4. Again then comes my binary plus, and then the value now in y is 4. So the result I'll get is 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 4. That is, the answer for me will be 9 will be the answer. We'll go for one more question. We'll go on to solve the next question, which says state the value of A, B and C after the execution. A's initial value is 12, B's initial value is 13 and C's initial value is 11. So I'll write it in the side and keep it. Now you can see the expression that is there, which is A plus plus. Now over here this A plus plus, this is my post increment. This plus is my binary plus. Again this is my pre-decrement. Again this is my binary plus, and then I have again a case of post increment. So A plus plus, so A's value post increment means it will be first used, so it will be 12. Then it will change to 13. Then plus pre-decrement, so first change, it will reduce to 12 and then it will be used 12. Plus, again it's a case of post increment, so it will be first used and then it will be later on, it will increase to 12. So the answer I'll get is 35. 35 will be my answer. That is, the value of A has now become 35. So the answer A last value, that is after solving the expression, I've got 35. B's last value is 12 and C's last value is also 12. So remember, you should not write 13 over here because the question, you can see in the expression A equals to this much. So A's last value is after solving the expression A equals to 35, B equals to 12 and C equals to 12. We will go on to solve one more question of this pattern. Now, the next expression that I'll be taking is B equals to B plus 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 B plus C plus 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 A. Now you can see it looks like 5 consecutive plus, but we will differentiate them. This is 1, this is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. These are my binary plus. Okay. So when you separate it, then it becomes very clear for you. I'm not writing now anymore post pre. You have to find it out. A, B, and C. Memory space we will write. What were the values? Now this is B's value we will be calculating in this expression. A equals to 12, B equals to 13, and C equals to 11. B plus plus, it's a case of post increment. So first I will use my value of B. I'm writing binary. Okay. So first it's a case of post increment. So first I'll use the value. It will become 13. Then I will change it to 14. Now plus plus B. So now it's a case of 3 increments. So 14 will now increase to 15. And then it is being used over here. Plus again a case of 3 increments. So the first value I'll use 11. Then it will later on change to 12. It will increase to 12. Then I have my binary plus. Again a case of 3 increments. So this will change to 13 and it will be used over here. So what is the value of B that I will get over here? B's new value will become 52 will be my answer. When you add 13 plus 15 plus 12 plus 11 plus 13, you will get 52 as the answer. So now when I have to write A's last value is 13. B is assigned to the expression. You can see the expression is assigned to B. So the value of B will now change to 52. And C's value last that I had was 12. So you can see the difference. For this expression, for the previous question, I had, you can see, A was assigned. Okay, you can see in the previous question, I had A was assigned the expression, so I got 35. In this question, B was assigned the expression value, so B's value has become 52. So you need to remember, don't write the last value, read the question carefully. If it's assigned to the same expression, then the value will change. Now we'll do the last question, that is same type of question. C. Now this will be assigned to C. An example of value assigned to C. C equals to C plus plus. And then we have plus A plus plus. And then I have into plus plus B. Okay. So I'll solve this question. Again, I'll take in box A was A's value is 12. B's value is 13. And C's value is 11. Okay. So C plus plus, it's a case of post increment. So it will first use, then it will change to 12. Plus, again, it's a case of post increment. So it will in use first 12, then it will become 13 into plus plus B. It's a case of 3 increments. So first it will be increased, then used. So the resulting answer that I'll be getting for C is 179. So when you multiply 12 into 14 and add it to 11, I'll get the answer of C to be 179. But what was the last value of A I have got? A will be now 13, B is my 14, and C will have the expression value that is 179. So you can see in these three questions, they were assigned some variables were assigned to the expression was assigned to the variable. So the variable has taken the expression's value, not the last value. So in these cases, you can see in the first question, we had A was assigned the expression value. So A instead of being 13, we had 35. B's last value was 12. C's last value was 12. In the second question, B was assigned the expression's value. So A's last value was 13. B's expression value was 52 and C's last value was 12. And the last question that we did, C was assigned the expression. So A's last value was 13, B's last value was 14 and C's expression value was 179. Now we will learn about shorthand operator. Now what are shorthand operator? A equals to A plus 1 can be also written as A plus equals to 1. They have the same meaning. Suppose I have A equals to A plus B, which can be written similarly as A plus equals to B. These are called as shorthand operator. Same way, A equals to A into 1. You can write as A into equals to 1. And suppose it is A equals to A minus C, which can be written as A minus equals to C. So these are examples of shorthand operator. Now, using this increment decrement operator and shorthand operator, we will solve a question. Suppose the value integer A equals to 12, B equals to 13, and C equals to 11. I'll do the same question with the help of a shorthand operator. Suppose I write A plus equals to A plus 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 B minus C plus plus. Now, this expression means A equals to A plus. Now, this A will come to the right hand side and this entire expression will come down over here within that bracket plus 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 B minus C plus plus. Shorthand operator, like I had told, A plus equals to whatever is there in the right hand side will together be added and assigned to the variable A. So let's have in the memory box A's value initially is 12, B's initial value is 13, C's initial value is 11. So A's first value will come 12 plus. Again, it's a case of within bracket, it's a case of post increment. So first it will be used, then it will change to 13 plus case of pre-increment. So first it will change to 14, then it will be used over here minus C case of post increment. So 11 will be used first, then it will change to 12. So after solving the expression within the bracket, I will get 12 plus 14 minus 11. So I'll get the result to be 15. So 12 plus 15 will give me the result to be 27. So A's value now has become 27. What is the last value in B? That is 14. And the last value in C is 12. So you can see A has taken the value of the expression. B's last value 14. C's last value is 12. Let us solve one more question with the help of shorthand operator and our increment and decrement operator. C plus equals to A minus minus plus minus minus A plus B plus plus into plus plus B. Again, you can see this is my C plus is my shorthand operator. Okay. In case of shorthand operator, C will become C plus and this entire expression will come within the bracket. So A minus minus plus minus minus A plus B plus plus into plus plus B. So I'll write in the side A's memory value that, okay, we have missed out at taking. A's memory value is 12, B is 13 and C is 11. So A's memory value, I'll take over here 12, B equals to 13 and C will be 11. So C will take its original value, that is 11 plus within bracket. It's a case of post decrement. So A's first value will come, that is 12, then it will reduce to 11 plus pre-decrement. So it will reduce to 10, then it will be used over here plus B plus plus case of post increment. So first it will be used, then it will increase to 14 into pre-increment. So now it will increase to 15. So I'll multiply 13 into 15 and then add it to 12 plus 10. So I'll be getting, my result will be, when you multiply, total you will get is 228. This will become the answer. So over here, A's last value we have is 10, B's last value we have is 15, and C will take the expression value, which will be 228. So you can see over here, C has taken the expression value, B has taken the last value that was there, and A we have taken the last value. Of course, if the question asks about C only, then you have to write about C. If it says about A, B, C, then I hope you have understood the concept of increment, decrement, and the usage of shorthand operators also. Thank you and all the best to all of you.